Hello guys, what we're going to do right now is to do some extensive detailed exploration of this Sherman tank. Look at this. So this is the muzzle brake. The use of this muzzle brake is to lessen or reduce the recoil of the gun when it's firing a projectile. So this gun is the 76 millimeter powerful gun that is capable of penetrating about 4 inches of solid steel plate at a distance of 1 kilometer. So this tank is produced in the Fisher manufacturing facilities in Michigan, USA. As you can see, it incorporates this steel welded steel hull. So this is called the glacis plate, and its thickness is about 2.5 inches. It's welded about 43 degrees with respect to the horizontal, so allowing this frontal armor to have an effective armor of about 3.64 inches. So when a projectile is punching through, it's going to see, instead of just punching through a 2.5 inch of steel, because of the angling, what happens is the projectile will see it through horizontally, and it will see a 3.64 inch effective thickness of armor, which increases the survivability of the crew inside this tank. Look at that. So these are the wide tracks that is about 23 inch in wide, which is allows this tank to improve its mobility in snow as well as in soft grounds. So this is called the horizontal bolliot system. This is the sprocket. So this horizontal bolliot system, you will notice here the spring is horizontally aligned, and when the tank is moving on an even surface, this bolliot is moving like this. This spring is compressing, uncompressing. So there are two of them. There's additional shock absorber here, hydraulic fluid. And as you can see here, it uses these 4 wheels, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of them are covered with more than 1 inch of thick rubber. You'll notice here, this is also covered with rubber. Of course, they call this the return wheel. So you know, this sprocket is the driving mechanism of the whole truck system. So this sprocket is connected to the rear of the tank at the engine. There's a shaft that is running along the length of the tank from here up to here to the engine. It's a diesel engine. Since this tank is the M4A2AA, this is the version of the tank that makes use of a diesel engine. It's actually a twin engine that is located here. That's where the diesel engine is located. It's a twin engine that is connected to each other, that is capable of producing about more than 400 horsepower. So in going back to this truck, you'll notice here, so we have these return rollers all covered with rubber, and we have this idler wheel. Idler in the sense that it is not connected to any moving object, or I mean, it is not powered, it's just rotating by itself. It only serves is to become a placeholder for this truck at this side of the at this part of this tank. You'll notice Not that it's only bolted. Nothing special, it's just a turning wheel. So to the side of the tank, this is about 1.5 inch thick. The side of the tank. Even here at the rear of the tank is 1.5 inch thick. And the roof of the tank, it's about almost 1 inch thick. And over here, at the bottom of the tank, it's about 1 inch thick. Wow. So that's about it about this tank, and more to come in my incoming videos. So if you have any comments, just put your comments below, and let's expound from this. Thanks for watching.